By 1842, the area around Terminus was beginning to resemble a small community. Tom Shivers drove a stagecoach line back and forth every day from Decatur to Marietta, and along that line he passed a cluster of a half a dozen or so cabins dotted around the Terminus marker. One of those cabins belonged to a young newlywed couple from Marietta, Sarah and Willis Carlisle. Sarah was 17 years old and 7 months pregnant when she and husband Willis arrived in a wagon carrying their worldly possessions. They began their married life in a one-room cabin out of which they lived and operated a store. With no family or medical help available in Terminus, the Carlisles returned to Marietta in August of 1842 for the birth of their first child, Julia. 3 weeks later, they resumed their lives in their Terminus cabin on what was then called the Marietta Road. As the community grew, the Carlisles would eventually upgrade their living quarters. Willis and a partner would open a second, larger store, and Sarah and her husband would have 6 children, 5 of whom would live into adulthood. Willis would become the first sheriff of the community, and at the age of 40 he would unfortunately succumb to typhoid fever. Sarah would live almost 40 years after her husband's passing, and together the pioneer couple would be remembered in Atlanta history as the parents of the first baby of Terminus, Julia Carlisle Withers. This is Lance Russell, and that is one of the stories of Atlanta.